Welcome to the Chistel, CHISTELL.com YouTube channel. Thank you for being with me today. And I'm going to do a reading from my book, Rosetta, the Talent Show Queen. You're going to love Miss Rosetta. Her and her friends, they are always up to something fun. Rosetta, the Talent Show Queen. I'm going to start with chapter 1, and I thank you to the illustrators that I work with on Rosetta, the Talent Show Queen. She is, just give you a little backstory on Miss Rosetta. Miss Rosetta is in the 5th grade. She's in the coolest grade in school. Pigtails. Her mother is an artist. She paints. Her father works for a marketing firm. Her big sister getting ready to head for high school. And her brother, they are super cool. And she has she loves her pet dog. And her best friend, you get to meet her best friend in this book. So this chapter 1. Mommy! Rosetta screams, the ends of her two thick braids blowing up. She ran through the living room waving her report card. I did it! Linda Blade, Rosetta's mother, turned away from her painting easel. The leopard painting that she was working on was coming along beautifully. What is it? She asked. I got 3 A's on my report card, Rosetta screamed. Linda sprung from her chair. Well, now, she smiled. Looks like you're on the right track. Her face plump with excitement, Rosetta ran around the living room corner. She raced inside her mother's art room, her report card flapping in the air as she held it up high. All the studying that I did paid off, Rosetta beamed. She hugged her mother around the waist. Wait until Jennifer sees my report card. She kissed her mother's face. Then she turned and ran out of her mother's art room. She won't be able to leave me out of all the school clubs and keep telling everybody that I'm stupid. Rosetta, Linda tried. Don't you go showing off. It was too late. Not even 2 minutes passed before Rosetta plopped down on the living room sofa and picked up her cell phone. She called her best friend Paulette. That's right, Rosetta exclaimed into her cell phone. I got 3 A's. I know I did almost as good as Jennifer. See, Paulette chimed. I told you all that studying you did would pay off. Yeah, Rosetta agreed. You always know what to do. Pushing you to study hard every night instead of only once a week isn't tough, Rosetta laughed. I didn't do anything great. You're the one who did the hard studying. You just wait until Jennifer gets a look at my report card, Rosetta piped, circling the A's on her report card with the tips of her fingers. Now I'm going to skip a little bit. Skip. Chapter 2. I'm skipping y'all. So, chatter filled the hallway of Harriet Tubman School. Center of it all was Rosetta. She told jokes about funny scenes from T and Kaylee, a popular television show that aired last night. Rosetta had students roaring with laughter until Miss Jackson stood outside her classroom door and shouted, Rosetta Blake, get in this classroom right now. Jennifer ran behind Rosetta, taunting her with high-pitched ridicule. Seemingly oblivious to the teachers who stood outside the classrooms that lined the hallway, Jennifer ran with so much energy that she might as well have been outside. Mrs. Peterson, one of the 4th grade teachers, peered at Jennifer, but she didn't say anything. Jennifer screamed in a sing-song way, Rosetta's in trouble, Rosetta's in trouble. Shut up, you. Miss Jackson's brow went real tight. Her hands were jammed against her head. She took her right foot and tapped it against the floor. Rosetta Blake, get yourself in this classroom right now. But Miss Jackson, Jennifer was, never mind about Jennifer, Mrs. Jackson said while she turned to follow Rosetta inside the classroom. You just concern yourself with Rosetta. Seconds later, as if she hadn't hollered at Rosetta, Miss Jackson walked to the front of the classroom with as much grace as a lace on. She stood behind her desk and called roll. Just as Miss Jackson was about to call out, Rosetta Blake, Jennifer leaned across her seat, turned up her nose, and whispered, It's the dumbest girl in the world. Rosetta hurried, raised her hand, and called out, Here! Then she sat still. Jennifer and she had been at odds with one another since 1st grade. The way that Rosetta saw it, Jennifer disliked her because she was the only person in school who stood up to her, who didn't back down when she went on about how smart and blessed she and her family were. Dodo bird, Jennifer taunted in a low tone of voice. Deep inside, Rosetta wanted to ball her fingers into fists and shake them at Jennifer. Yet she knew that if she did, Miss Jackson would be at her desk in no time flat. Next thing she knew, Miss Jackson would be marching her down the hall to the principal's office. And I'm just going to skip a little bit from chapter 3. Help help me roll the snow into a bigger ball. Malcolm Baxter, a 10-year-old neighbor, shouted to his brother Terrence and 6 neighbor friends. Their gloves were wet with slushy snow. The huge snowball that they pushed was 4 feet tall and 3 feet wide. The boys and girls laughed and ran, thumping and bumping each other while they pushed the snowball bigger. So it's winter time when this takes place, and Rosetta's got so much going on. So this evening, while Rosetta placed drinking glasses on the table, I'm skipping some more, then grabbed silverware out of the drawer below the sink. She kept talking. Nobody in class knew all of the answers to the questions Miss Jackson put on the blackboard about Harriet Tubman. The table said she eased into a chair and served herself salmon, corn, spinach, and sweet potatoes. I knew some of the answers, though. After Linda said grace, Rosetta took a bite out of her salmon. I didn't think that I was going to know the answers to as many of those questions that Miss Jackson put up on that board as I did. Oh, the safety of home for Rosetta. She thought that she could lie about events that happened at school without anyone discovering the truth. Rosetta, you're smart, Robert said. That's her father. Francine, her sister, grunted. Rosetta ignored her sister and kept talking. I know, Dad. I just forgot that Miss Jackson was going to ask us questions about Harriet Tubman. We read a book about Harriet Tubman last week, she said. So what is this project for school all about? Robert asked. Next illustration. And I'm just going to read just very little from chapter 4. Oh, wee! Pop, pop, Fleming screamed as soon as he saw Rosetta and Linda. He leaned forward in his chair and welcomed his daughter and granddaughter into his home. What brings you two by on this cold December day? She's working on her school project. And in this project that was Rosetta's idea, the students is a very diverse classroom. And they're kids from different parts of the world who are in Rosetta's class. And they are going to share some information about their family tree. Readers will learn a lot about different countries and cultures, and you definitely get to learn a lot about Miss Rosetta. She is always up to something. Rosetta, the Talent Show Queen, is book 1 in the series. Book 2, she's doing great work. Okay, she's doing great work. What she does with her skateboarding skills. Have to read Rosetta's new action adventure, which is out, and her skateboarding. This is winter. The other one is summer. And you get to see what she does to help those in the city through her skateboarding. But this girl she's something. I encourage you to get a copy of Rosetta Talent Show Queen. Ebook, paperback, and this is what I got, the hardback version. And please stop in and visit me online at Chistell, CHISTELL.com, where you can learn more about me and my book, Author Denise Turner. Thank you for being here with me. Bye for now.